New draw? That's so cute. Oh, that better be featured. It doesn't say limit break. If that's a featured weapon that gives all of your allies exploit weakness, what the hell? Yeah, this is adorable, by the way. I was not expecting 2 separate draws. Halfway there. First and foremost, let's check out the aesthetics. This is a very cute outfit. This is a very cute outfit with the guitar too. I love the jacket. The boots are dope. I love the headphones as well. This is what I mean with the difference between this and the matte outfit, by the way. With the intricate details. Look at this. They did her nails to match her aesthetic. Her skirt's got a whole bunch of like character on it. You know what I mean? She's got little pins and buckles and stuff all over her jacket. She's got a chain. She's got nice headphones. The headphones have detail on it, right? Where Matt's was just like, this is an outfit. And it looks good. Like, it's a good outfit. But it just sucks that, like, that outfit feels a little, like, bland compared to some of the detail put on things like this. So, yeah. Yeah. Great outfit, though. Love this. This is great. Definitely my style of aesthetic. I love that. Check out the Rocker's guitar. The Rocker's guitar is a magic ice damage attack for a single enemy. When self is HP 50% or more, applies exploit weakness to all allies 20%. So that is lower. 25% is the usual threshold for the OB0. We'll see what it gets to at OB6. And increases command gauge. This does a lot. 30%. Okay, it does cap at 30%. So the individual exploit weakness weapons do more than this. However, if you did not get those exploit weakness weapons up to OB10 or OB6, where they get to their next like threshold gap, this weapon is very good, right? Very good. The reason why this weapon is not only very good, but it's exceptionally good, is because this has magic attack and magic ability potency on an ice weapon that does exploit weakness for your entire team, which makes this a very good offhand weapon for all of her magic weapons. At this point, I think she only has the one magic build that's like a specific magic build, and it is the ice build of all things. This is, if you can believe it, her third ice weapon, yeah, which is wild that she's gotten 3 individual ice weapons. The damage is obviously lower, which doesn't really matter because you're using this for exploit weakness. But being able to give your entire team exploit weakness, this also enables characters like Cloud, because right now the thing holding Cloud back is exploit weakness, and this gives Yuffie the ability to make Cloud have exploit weakness. And so any character that doesn't currently have exploit weakness, this is a huge buff for them, just in general. But since this is in the featured pool, after this gets into the rotation, we're going to be able to get this to OB10, and this is going to be the standard for most teams, I imagine, because Yuffie has a lot of utility in her kit. I will tell you that I am just baffled at what they're doing with Yuffie. I genuinely don't understand what they're doing, because this is the second supportive weapon that she's gotten in a row, and this one is really good, just like the last one was really good, right? Watch of the Hunt is very, 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 very strong. It's just very, 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 very confusing that it's on Yuffie, right? This weapon is DPS focused, so at least I get that, right? It's great for Yuffie because Yuffie wants an exploit weakness effect. This is very good. Yeah, it's true. They did launch her as a support, right? But they were the ones that pushed her into DPS for the last year. You know what I mean? So it's odd. That said, this is a great offhand weapon for almost all of her builds. Obviously, having magic attack makes it kind of focused into her wanting to have this on magic specific builds. That said, her magic ice is one of the best, if not the best, ice magic weapons in the game. I think it is the best ice magic weapon in the game. And if I remember correctly, which I think I do, I believe that the guild battle is magic ice. It is indeed, which makes sense. So this is being released almost exclusively for the guild battle. But it is also good because it does now give the option to allow your DPSs to have a different weapon in their offhand. So in most cases, I would argue that that's not really a good thing for the characters that already have that option available. Obviously, having the choice, you'd like to just continue to cast DPSs, right? You just keep DPSing, you never reapply exploit weakness, you let your support do it instead. That's a great thing to do. But truthfully, if you think about the other ice magic weapons in the game, right? Say Sephiroth, right? What is Sephiroth holding in his offhand right now, besides that Blade of the Worthy that gives him ability potency and attack all allies? What's he putting in that offhand? Is he going back to Aonibi? Because that's not a great weapon. It's fine, but it's not super necessary. He doesn't really have another magic and ability potency weapon that he would really want to put there, right? So down the road, is this going to make things a little bit better for the characters that have have exploit weakness weapons so they can open up their offhand for something else? Yes. Does it make Sephiroth pretty useful in terms of just using Sephiroth as the example here? Does it make Sephiroth useful because now he can bring, as an example, 2 different elements into the fight? Yes, right? Now he can bring ice and lightning, right? And that's a possibility now. He can bring a lightning, a damage weapon. He can bring in his earth damage weapon. He can bring in his water damage weapon, right? Our abilities aside, for, you know, just for the sake of conversation. It does allow for like a dual build setup, right? Even though that's not efficient, obviously, it does provide for some flexibility, which having flexibility in any game like this that are like built around 6 weapon slots and nothing but those 6 weapon slots, having more flexibility is very, very strong. So this weapon is very, very good. This weapon will continue to be very good. I can't imagine when this weapon, outside of when they give another character a bigger percentage here, this is going to be key getting to OB6 early. So this will be on a wish list moving forward, basically on any banner that you pull on, just because getting this to the 30% threshold is a huge boon to your team. Huge, huge, huge. So this is a great weapon. The outfit itself gets physical and magical ward, which is a 20% defensive boost. Oh, it's only the 15%. Never mind, 15%. And then oh my God, they gave her the other Arcanum. Well, I mean, that makes her old Arcanum, let me check my notes, useless. So for folks that don't know, she had Eerie Mask and the Ice Blade Arcanum, which gave her a 35% boost of damage. And I think it was a 5% boost to HP and a 15% boost to magic defense. This one gives 15% physical and magic defense, 15% HP, and 50% to ice. This is a fantastic banner, and I don't see why you would pull on the Final Fantasy VI banner. This one's better. The reason why, I want to point that out again, the reason why I think this one is so much better is because Yuffie's ice weapons, both of them, all 3 of them, all 3 of her ice weapons are featured weapons, right? And the only thing that was really holding her back was that her exploit weakness weapon was a limited weapon, and if you didn't get that to a higher overboost, then you could have like certain scenarios where other ice DPSs, magic ice DPSs could out DPS her, right? Now that's no longer the case. She has an ice weapon, which pairs with her ice weapon, that increases her, or gives her exploit weakness, and also gives exploit weakness to her entire team. And oh, by the way, it increases the command gauge, which gets you to maximum DPS faster. So it begs to be used as the opener, right? You use it, it increases your command gauge, and then before the other DPSs in your team attack, they're already at max or the max diamond. I'm actually considering pulling on this. Like, the weapon itself is so strong, and the outfit itself is also just incredibly strong. And on top of all of that, the new featured weapons that were added, besides the Sephiroth wind weapon, the new featured weapons that were the Pirate's Glaive and the Mithril Slasher have both been added to the pool, so we can pull for the new featured weapons. And so it makes it very hard for me to say that this is a skippable banner. This is another featured banner that is so strong. So strong. So we are getting to a point now where a lot of these banners are getting to very high caps, right? we're starting to see a huge shift in power, and the power creep is kind of like slowly inching its way in, right? Every featured banner that's been released has been very, very good. This outfit is very good. The weapon itself is very powerful. This is obviously going to help for the guild battle, but this is also going to cap out your ice team, and again, make some other builds significantly better than they were before, because a lot of characters don't have access to exploit weakness yet, right? The only characters that have access to exploit weakness are Tifa, Sephiroth, Yuffie, and Zac, right? Those are the 4 characters that have access to exploit weakness at this point. The remainder of the cast does not. And so the ability to give the rest of the team exploit weakness enables other builds to do more than they did before. So this is a very good banner. You're going to check the stamp card. I imagine it's the same. It is. So you get the 2 copies guaranteed, as well as another 5-star guaranteed. So 3 5-stars guaranteed, 2 of them being the new weapon. And then enough of these, that's what, 10, 20, 40, 50, 70, 80, 100, 120. So yeah, you'd get enough of these to get 1 more additional outfit from the shop, which is still very good as well. Of all of the options, I still think that Matt's is the most important. So if you haven't gotten this weapon at OB6, this is very good. His outfit is also incredibly strong. So it's very difficult for me to say to pull anything over that, because that is very, 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 very good. And this is around until July 9th. So you've got plenty of time to make the decision. So try to make the best informed decision that you can. There's obviously going to be more banners over the next couple of weeks. I imagine they're going to continue to drop featured banners throughout the rest of this month, since the crossover banners just got kind of melded together, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out the video for all the crossover banner stuff, you can check that out on YouTube. We did those banner reviews separately from this. In terms of the wish list, obviously, the first and foremost, the weapon that you want on here over everything else is the Little Red Wreath. This is Yuffie's premier ice damage weapon. You want to make sure that this is available. You want this on her immediately. This is going to be her main DPS. So this has to be on here for sure. I actually would include the Watch of the Hunt. At this point, it seems like they're pushing Yuffie into a more supportive role. Having this as a very good weapon, it's still a good option to have as a sub weapon. Do I think it's efficient for her kit? No. Do I think that this is good on Yuffie? No. But it is a decent weapon. It does do very good things. I do like it as a weapon in general, and I think that you should probably include it. You then want to try to increase her use her sub weapons to the best of your abilities to max out her ice potency at this point, right? So her magic attack at this point is already maxed out, which does make things a little awkward in ice potency. I'll show you that right now. When we go to boost ice potency now, oh, that's right, I'm sorry, she has another ice potency weapon in Pinwheel. I forgot about that. She has ice resist down, another ice and HP potency. The weapon that you like to use on the magic focused teams is Kathpalug, because this gives 52 ice potency, but you don't need the magic attack, which puts it in kind of an awkward spot, right? Kind of puts it in an awkward spot. So when you're looking at the other ice potency options, Kate's 6th weapon is HP and ice potency. This gives 46 and 39. That's fine. That's magic attack. That's physical attack. That's physical attack and heal. Aerith has the silver staff. This does attack and ice potency with a magic focus, which is obviously very good. Cloud also has the enhanced sword that also does attack and ice potency, but the stats are a little bit slightly towards physical attack. It is still a magic focused weapon, but Aerith's silver staff has a higher base stat. So I would include Aerith's silver staff if you don't have that at OB10. That's pretty much it, y'all. Like, everything else has magic attack or physical attack. And then Zac's defender has heal, which obviously is not what you're looking for. Does have the 52 ice potency, which is great, but that's not what we want, right? So at that point, I would probably just include the Aerith silver staff and get it if you don't have, again, only if you don't have this at OB10. And then I'd probably, at that point, I guess I'd just look at maybe magic ability potency and do the crystal megaphone for Kate Sith instead, right? Because that goes back to boost attack, gets out of the magic attack stat and allows you to get that attack and magic ability potency. Vincent's magic ability potency weapon would also be very good, but again, it is a magic attack focused weapon, which makes it kind of awkward. Yeah, so I think that's probably what I would do. And then I would also include 2 recent weapons that were added to the pool. So the Pirate's Glaive which obviously we talked about this in the last banner review, but this gives Provoke, Veil, the HP gain, decent damage, really good R abilities, just a really solid weapon. And then the Mithril Slasher is a very good water potency weapon that lowers water resist for all enemies, which is obviously very good. Obviously, if you're looking to try to support ice damage, you can also look at the ice debuffing weapons. You can look at things like the Ivy Collar for Red 13, which lowers ice resist and fire resist both, which is obviously very good. I think it's this one. That's Canyon Collar. That's Sleek Collar. I've worked here before. Ivy Collar does fire resist and ice resist. That's an option. You also have a lot of limited options. So if you have the Rocket Lance, that's another ice resist down. Lucia has an ice resist down weapon in Bald Eagle that does a high ice resist decrease, so that's an option as well. Not great, that one, but it still works. So if you're interested in using that, you can. And then obviously the Terror Rod in the Final Fantasy VI banner also does ice resist down, so you can also look at that as well. But yeah, so anything that helps support it, though, at the end of the day, you're just kind of pulling to pull to support that role. And this exploit weakness effect is really good. I think I'm doing it. All right, I guess we're doing pulls tonight, folks. And maybe we'll just get lucky and we don't have to pull a whole bunch of times. That would be great. Yeah, I'm locking this in. All right, let's do it. Hopefully we get some good stamp luck here. Good start. Good start. Yeah, it's hard for me to complain. After that one night of pulling, I feel like I don't have the right to complain ever again. Yeet. Cloak. Get a 5-star. That's good. At least a nice trade-off for the 1 stamp. Nice. Then it's the new Mithril Slasher, likely. Confirmed. Sick. Oh, that looks way cooler than I thought it did. I love the purple. That looks great. I love that. That's cool. Oh, I didn't realize that they're giving the Mako gems or the generic ones. So I don't have to pull for the Gladius. I can actually use those Mako gems for the other ones. This actually just convinced me to go. I'm just going to spend all my crystals here, I think. Another 1 stamp, by the way. You think they heard me? Leave me alone. Please, I'm begging you. Well, and it will rubber band back the other way, right? That checks out, yeah. Oh, all right, guaranteed. Sick. My favorite shuriken, the guitar. Come on, Red Chocobo. Okay. So, hey, I actually don't have enough crystals to pull it if we get all 1 stamps. Suppose that's bad. Skip the belt. We will never do that again. Never again. Hey, I'm begging you. I'm on my hands and knees. Can we please get higher than 1? Please? We got a 5-star guaranteed this time, at least. Oh, I clicked twice. That's bad juju. No extra 5-star for me. Just kidding. Okay, never mind. Never mind. All right, so we only need 1 more of these, right? Ooh. I'm gonna take that off now, because we're gonna get enough weapon parts for that down the road that I don't need to think about that right now, right? Let's just throw something else on. I can explain it now, actually. Since I'm pulling for this Yuffie outfit, I'm using that 1.5 anniversary ticket to get Vincent's Lightning Arcanum. Thank you, God. Good Lord. All right, so as long as we get 1 more 2 stamp, we're guaranteed the outfit. Which, God willing, that is not what happens. Like, all 1s is not going to be for a very happy Gary at the end of the night. Man, we still have so much to go over. We've got the new story. We've got the Final Fantasy VI event. The escalation battle still in there. This obviously doesn't guarantee another one, right? We're already guaranteed one. You could give me a couple extra though, video game. I think I've deserved it just a little bit. This has been the worst pulls I've had in months. You know what? Round of applause for the ultimate weapon pull. Let's go, actually. You know what? Never mind. Take my crystals. I'm fine. Forget it. I'm not complaining at all. Let's go, dude. That's huge. That is so sick. That is so sick. God, my mat is set for a while. We already know what the last one is. That is so sick, dude. Oh my God. Hell yes. Okay, another one. You love to see it? I'm not tilting at all. I'm lying. That's just awful, isn't it? Like, at least what the Sephiroth banner is out for another week at least, right? So you get all the crystals from the story now. You get all the crystals from the Final Fantasy VI event. We got a 5-star. So you should be able to at least get there, hopefully. But yeah, this bites. For sure. Just the worst. Okay. So is this the guitar or the... Nice, Little Red Wreath. This is a great pull. Great pull. Oh, I am begging you, video game. I am losing it right now. This is the worst. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Just don't. I see something in my future and I don't want it to happen. So I'm going to speak it out of existence. Do not give me another copy of this ultimate weapon. I'm begging you. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't make me get all these 1 stamps and give me 2 ultimate weapon pulls. Don't do it. I'm begging you. Don't do it. Okay. Shoo. Okay. Let's see some guitars. Moogle Float. That's pretty good. It is, in fact, Rifle of the Hunt. Sick. Oh, my God. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, that's fine. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Okay, we at least guarantee the outfit. Okay. Got another 5-star. I will say the pulls themselves have actually been pretty good, right? Outside of that one dead pull, the pulls themselves have been pretty good. Nice. Sword of the Hunt. You know what? Sorry. I know I normally like to click through them all, but like I gotta move. We got a lot of crap to do. That's a good pull. All right. Give me another 2-stamper. Let me get out of here. Thank you. All right, sick. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Obviously, that took a lot more than I would have liked, but we got the outfit. That's really all we were there for. We're out of here. That makes sense. We're out of here. That's it. Got the outfit. Nice. Yeah, that outfit's just too good, man. That's so good. That's so strong. I still think that the matte one's better overall, but like for my account specifically, this helps a lot, right? This helps a lot. I'm really invested in that.